how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I am doing the finale to Musical Panning. This was created by Mari, aka Patriot Makeup. Unfortunately she's not on YouTube anymore and we do miss her, and it was a great project and I loved it. It was rolling style with monthly updates, and what she did is she took all the decades from the 40s right up to present and had songs in each decade and a prompt for them. So up first was the 1940s, and I had the last one on that was I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire, and that was by the Ink Spots, and it was a fiery item. So what I had in for that was the Dose of Colours matte liquid lipstick in the shade Kiss of Fire. So I thought it kind of ticked a lot of boxes for that prompt. I had it in for a 5-use goal and I did those 5 uses. I know that might seem small, but this is a very bright shade for me, and yeah, I'm not very comfortable with those colours, but I did it. Next up was the 1950s, and I had gone through all of Mari's prompts, so I had created one of my own and she had said it was okay to do that. And I had picked In the Still of the Night, which is from Dirty Dancing. I just love that movie. And it was by the Five Satins, and because it was linked to Dirty Dancing, I went to a baby, a mini mascara. This is, you know, tenuous, but there. This is the Lancome Defense I would say. High definition mascara. This is not cruelty free obviously, but I wish it was because I actually loved it. I loved the mascara wand. It's very like the MAC Giga Black. Is it? Giga? It was the MAC one in the blue packaging, and it was great for bottom lashes and getting right into the roots and stuff. But again, because they're not cruelty free, they're not on my purchase list, unfortunately. So if you know of a mascara that is similar to this, the one specifically, the formula was good too, but the one specifically, long and thin, just for my small lashes, it works really well. I use this, like this little one, I used 5, 10, 15, 20, 23 times. Did you enjoy the counting bit? I know, riveting. So really enjoyed that and got lots of use out of it. So I was delighted to have it in my collection and to use it. So that was a goal met. And the next one was the 1960s, and I had Bad Moon Rising, which is by Creedence Clearwater Revival, and it was a nighttime product, and I brought in the Vichy Mineral 89 serum, and my goal was to finish. It was brand new when I brought it in, right up to the top, and I used it 41 times. Actually no, it wasn't up to the top, was it? No, it was, yeah. 41 times. I am very liberal with this, I won't lie. I'd probably take 3 pumps. But it's for my face and all the way down to the chest, because you know, we can't forget the neck area and the chest area because they need looking after too, guys. Love this. Bought it when I was in France this year. It was on offer, couldn't resist it. Next up was the 1970s, and I had Wild World by Cat Stevens, another absolute favourite. Item that makes you step out of your comfort zone. And I brought in the Be Perfect Carnival The Antidote palette in collaboration with Stacey Marie. And I'm not finished this yet, but I'm going to keep going with it, but I need to finish up this project. But I'm going to finish out my No Pan. It was in for No Pan Left Behind, and you know, you have to kind of think about your look when you're doing No Pan Left Behind on something like this, because you're using all the shades, not just the ones that you feel like you're leaning towards. But I do have it on today. I'm just loving this palette, guys. I am loving it. If you see it on sale and you don't mind a big palette, and you know you have room in your collection for it and you can afford it, it's fantastic. I love it. I just love it. I love the formula of Be Perfect anyway, so that helps. But I've just really enjoyed it. So far, I have completed this row, this row, this row, this row, and this row. So I only have these 4 rows here left to do. And you know, over the next few days, the next 4 looks I'll do will be with those rows. But it's just been a pleasure to use, an absolute pleasure, thoroughly enjoying it. So that's for the 1970s. Next up was the 1980s, and I had Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughan, a product you're proud of. I opted for the joy part of that instead of the proud part. Found it hard to find something that I was proud of. So what I brought in was something that makes me joyful, and that is the Buxom lip glosses. I adore them, and this is the full-on plumping lip cream, and this is in the shade Rose Julep, and I just adore it. I think I should pop some on now. Does it go with this look? Not really, but I don't care. I love it. I know some people hate the tingle of these. It doesn't bother me at all. So I suppose if you're sensitive to those things, maybe stay away. I had it in for 10 uses. That was use number 11 right there. So really enjoyed it. The 1990s, I had Something in the Way by Nirvana. Again, I mean, all these songs, I just adored them. Like, oh, we were on the same wavelength when it comes to music, that's for sure. I had Item That's a Burden, and I had brought in the Stila Shimmer and Glow in Vivid Smoky Quartz. I had a goal of 10 uses on it. I only used it twice and it got decluttered. It went straight in the bin because it was just so dry. I tried to rehydrate it, disaster. Flakes were going into my eyes, and the colour itself wasn't a great colour on me anyway. So it had to go. It went in the bin. It's fine. I'm over it. Not going to lose any sleep about it. On to the 2000s, and I had Crazy by Gnarls Barkley, and that was an item that drives you crazy, and I chose the Chemistry brand Extreme Hydration Concentrate. I detested it. I hate panned it. I don't normally do that. This cost me €20, and I wasn't, I just wasn't letting it go without using it up. It just felt so silicone and just literally it had to be the last thing I did at night, because otherwise I couldn't even read my book with it. It was just rotten. I had it in a previous project pan, and then I wrote it into this. It got 25 uses in this, and it's done, and thank the Lord it is, because hated it. Would not. I think the Chemistry band, it was a kind of an offshoot of Decium, I think, and I think that part of them is gone now. I'm really certain. On to the 2010s. Heathens by 21 Pilots. All my friends are heathens, don't you know? Love them. Freaking love them. Item that makes you feel dangerous. And I chose the Catrice Brow Definer Brush Pen because, it's a bit risky going into the brows with a pen because it could all go horribly wrong. I had this in for 10 uses or to finish, and I actually finished it in 6 uses. I have been using it throughout the year, but it did dry up faster than I anticipated, which I wasn't a fan of. But I enjoyed it, and it's the kind of product I would, maybe not that particular one, but this style of product I would consider trying again. I have another one there to use up, so I'll use that first, but then I probably might go on the hunt. I think there's one from NYX that a lot of people like. I might try that one next. And then the last one was the 2020s, which was the last item I had, and that was Pac-Man by the Gorillaz, an item you can't get enough of. And I chose the CosRX Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence, which I adore. My skin adores. It was brand new when I brought it in, and I'm now down to here. And that is after, we're going to have fun counting again, guys. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 uses. And I'm only down to here. 80 uses, guys. Great. It just, because it's quite, even though I use a couple of pumps of it, it's just, love it. And that is it for this project, guys. Doesn't look like it's coming back next year, unfortunately, because like I said, Barbie is gone off the YouTubes. So maybe somebody else will bring something similar. I don't know. I did thoroughly enjoy it though, because like I said, the songs that she chose and everything, I was just like, yeah, love it, thank you. Yeah. Everything about this project I absolutely loved. It was just brilliant. But that is it. So what I will end it on is I will give you one last song. During the summer, I suffer very badly from depression and anxiety. And sometimes it flares up and is worse. Other times it's manageable for me. In the summertime, it flared up very badly and I was really struggling. Couldn't get out of bed. That kind of struggle, where just nothing. And a song that really helped me was a song by, her name is Sigrid. I think Sigrid is Swedish, perhaps, or Norwegian. I'm not sure. She's from the up there somewhere in the Baltic kind of countries, and she did it in collaboration with a band called Bring Me the Horizon from the UK. They're kind of more of a metal band, and it's called Bad Day. I will link it below, and basically what it says is it's just a bad day, not a bad life. And it really helped me. I played that song to death, and I focused in on it, and it really helped pull me out, because I just kept saying to myself, it's just a bad day. It's just a bad day. You don't have a bad life. You can get through this. You know what I mean? And just the whole song basically is about depression and about how you can, you know, bring yourself out of it, or not even bring yourself out of it, but how you might need help, or how you might need, you know, things like that. So anyway, fantastic song. I will link it below if you struggle with those kind of things, or if you just like that kind of music. Cracking song, love it. You know, her beautiful tone of her voice mixed with the kind of metal kind of aspect of it, just really enjoyed it. But yeah, that's it for this project, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.